The city of Atlanta is the scene for the Nuggets. The always dangerous Jamal Murray, ready to lead his teammates into battle as they game plan for the task ahead at State Farm Arena. Nuggets, Hawks, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for Peyton Watson.
Hey, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Aaron Gordon out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Holmes in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Now here's Murray, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Pass to Alexander-Walker. And here's Daniels. Okongwu with the screen for Daniels. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, Okongwu, following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
To the paint. The rebound by Johnson.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. Hi, Shams, thanks a lot.
Rough patch here, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Alexander-Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Alexander-Walker's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Hawks. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Shaping up, guys. Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. A look at the Nuggets. Right now, they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Johnson up top, outside Daniel. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Gordon. Hasn't made one yet. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 5. Down low, stolen by Gordon. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Watson finds Murray. lets it go from 11. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And he makes the first.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Porzingis is checked in for Atlanta. Collum comes in for Dyson Daniels. Denver also making some changes. Hardaway's checked in for Peyton Watson. And it's Bruce Brown in for Christian Brown.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Really hard to guard Porzingis, especially when he's moving like this in the screen and roll.
Now here's Murray. In the game against Boston, very impressive. The Nuggets with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bounce pass from Alexander Walker. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots the three. Denver grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
McCollum outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And so it's Atlanta headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Corey Kispert. Kennard is out there with C.J. McCollum. And there's Porzingis. And it's Krejci in at the 3 spot.
His ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Brown, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Kispert, the pass to Krejci. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Brown. Nothing on the board. On the wing, Hardaway. From past the arc. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Pass to McCollum. Shot on the wing. Here's Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, given his height, it's really tough to affect his shot without fouling. So Porzingis is a tall task for defenders, pun intended.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And take a look at this. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. Second is Jalen Johnson.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are ready to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Atlanta leading by 11. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers. I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Watson. Back to Murray. Stolen by McCollum. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And what I love about Jalen Johnson, just how versatile he is. And the scary part,
Take a break.
this guy is still improving. He's got another level to get to.
And that one falls for Johnson. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. And Denver with a change here, too. Holmes checked in. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here is Hardaway. Scoreless thus far. 6 to shoot. Back to Watson. Trying to get something going. And again, Denver no good.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Hit it down, hard, and simple.
Hawks making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Watson finds Brown. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hawks?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
The Hawks leading by 14. Now, Alexander Walker. 17 points in his last outing, and stolen by Gordon. Lob pass to Gordon, hammers the alley-oop through.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Johnson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. And Daniels now top of the key. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 12. Now here's Gordon. Now here's Murray. Defended by Alexander Walker. And here is Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Atlanta with the rebound. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
And Watson slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're up because they're dominating on the glass, looking like that team wants it more.
Yeah, they're in a great spot, and if they can sustain the effort, they're going to be great, and I think they will.
Looking like the team that wants it more.
And now, here's a glance at some of the other action going on right now. The Grizzlies have the lead out in Memphis against Oklahoma City, and a nice lead in the fourth quarter of that game.
This is a one-sided contest. We've got an absolute blowout on your hands. I think I'm going to take the rest of it.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 10-point game. Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Peyton Watson is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles, then a national championship in college, and now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard. He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Murray, the pass to Brown. And here is Holmes, covered by Okongwu. Holmes kicks to Murray. Clock at 6. Shoots over Alexander Walker. No good off the front iron. To the middle, and stolen by Gordon. Watson with it. He's picked up by Ricochet, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The first one falls. Clark, there's no question Peyton Watson is a player on the rise.
Yeah, and I think his ceiling is pretty high. I mean, he's a high-effort guy, seems to be a high-character guy because he's always ready whenever his number is called, and he produces in short stints of playing time. And the versatility he brings defensively, major value added.
The Hawks leading by 5, and stolen by Murray. Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
From the moment that Christian Brown entered the league, he's played big, important minutes, winning the title with the Nuggets as a rookie.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Atlanta leading by 4. After Rizichet. Back to Alexander Walker. Rejected by Murray. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got 8 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some of these distributors have been very out from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Jamal Murray is second.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Daniels dishes to Okongwu. Can they get it? And Brown pulls it down. Pass to Murray. For the lead. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Now, Alexander Walker. Johnson the screen. Lays it up off the glass. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Zinkus, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Denver. Outside Gordon. Pass to Brown. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's all evened up. Gordon's got 6 in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Daniels passes to Porzingis. Back to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Hits it from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got 10 points in the game.
Here we go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Well, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Guys, back to you."
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie.
2 shots.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hawks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Okongwu. Luke Kennard comes in for Daniel. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
At the wing position, Rizichet has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting. And add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
Murray against McCollum. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. And a slam dunk by Johnson.
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket. Murray
kicks to Hardaway. Murray against McCollum. Shot to stop the run.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duty with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. C.J. McCollum out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Kispert in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Murray, no good. The Hawks leading by 7. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Kispert. Porzingis sets the pick for Kispert. Now Porzingis, guarded by Hardaway. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Kispert. And that's now 6 points for Porzingis. Brown dishes to Murray. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
Left the defender stunned, stupefied. Murray with magnetic handles.
McCollum against Murray. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. A 3 from McCollum.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to his spot and then make the defense compromise.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Okongwu's checked in for Kispert. And a switcher also for Denver. Holmes checked in. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much.
Hardaway Jr. knows his role on this team, which is to provide scoring and leadership.
Right through the cylinder that time, all net. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Hardaway passes to Brown. Over Kennard. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Kennard, the pass to McCollum. Here's Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 7. Outside Murray. Holmes setting the pick for Murray. From deep, it's good.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Atlanta making some changes. Zachary Rizachet check in for Porzingis. Jason Daniels comes in for Luke Kennard. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for C.J. McCollum. The Nuggets also changing it up. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Najee. Aiden Watson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Christian Brown subbed in for Brown. Brown with it. Puts it up from deep. Can't get it to go.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range. I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Puts up the three. Trained from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Murray. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Okongwu. And they get it back.
Terrific play there. He gets to the long rebound, which keeps the clock running.
The Nuggets trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Murray down low, guarded by Rizichet. From 18 feet away, Okongwu pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it.
Here's Rizichet. He's covered by Murray. Johnson. And the three misses. From outside. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now we present our player of the game.